The Fide et Literis Awards are presented to two Christian scholars in the senior class each year, and each of those awards comes with the honor of giving a speech at graduation. So the Fide et Literis, by faith and by learning, expresses the vision for how the Christian scholar shall serve Christ and his kingdom. Given to two seniors who manifest in thought and word and deed a genuine faith in our Lord Jesus Christ, informed by reformational distinctives of the Geneva School, and who best appreciate, appropriate, and apply the ideals of the classical liberal arts education. The Fide et Literis Awards are $1,000 scholarships funded by private individuals upon the recommendation of the Upper School Academic Administration and Rhetoric faculty. Thank you, Michael. And the John Colette Fide et Literis Award for Humanities went to Isaac Kang, and he will come up and give a speech.
Good afternoon. If you have spent time with me in class, at some point or another, you would have seen me try and create one of my elaborate and distracting origami projects. And before I continue, I would like to formally apologize to any teacher or classmate that has had to endure the deafening sounds of crumpling, cutting, and folding sticky notes. Sorry, Dr. A. But I remember one project vividly. My project for the day was to create a windmill using smaller fragments of paper that would combine to create a masterpiece. My partner in crime for the day was Owen. We set off folding odd bits of paper that just looked like scraps. Several classmates asked, "Why are you making so many weird triangles and diamonds?" All I could respond with was, "Just trust the process." After creating 20 or so of these pieces, it was finally time to assemble them. One by one, the pieces fell in place, and the windmill was almost complete. It was beautiful and it was functional, but then disaster struck. Our creation was confiscated, and it was back to calculus. Now, I don't recommend you test the patience of your teachers by indulging in DIY projects, but I do want you all to notice something about this story. To every teacher and classmate watching, the scraps made no sense, and the triangles and diamonds served as clutter on desks. But in a way, our world today is full of these scraps. In an age of artificial intelligence, gene editing, and technologies that would have seemed like sorcery to any prior generation, our world quietly asks, what is the point of reading Homer, of studying Latin, of spending time with dead philosophers who could not have imagined a world that we inhabit? In the words of Mr. Forrester, our world has been to the moon, and all of a sudden, we don't need to read Plato. Today, I want to affirm that the humanities are not scraps. They are the vital threads of a flourishing human being. Imagine a tapestry, not from the front, but from the back. Behind the images are loose threads and inconsistent flaws that seem to clash and exist individually. If someone told you it was a masterpiece, you would have a hard time believing them, but that is the view from outside of a classical Christian education. Geneva has given us something special, which is not simply knowledge of individual threads and subjects, but the training and perspectives to see how they connect. History illuminates literature. Literature grounds philosophy. Philosophy sharpens theology, and the sciences are not rivals with the arts, but rather conversation partners. Over the past 4 years, Geneva has helped us flip the tapestry around and see these individual threads intertwine and create a painting that is both good, true, and beautiful. But at the center of all of it is the conviction that Geneva has never let us forget, that there is a weaver. This weaver is not distant or indifferent, but he is immanent and present. He is the one who knelt in the dirt and fashioned man from dust, who called a wandering people his own and wove their story across centuries into a single unbroken promise, who took the cross, the most jagged, senseless thread in all of human history, and made it the crux of redemption. Paul writes in Romans 8 that God works all things together for good. Not some things, but all things. He has been with you in every season that felt like a detour, every plan that fell apart, every thread that seemed to go nowhere. Whenever you face confusion, whenever life looks like nothing but a tangle of loose ends, know this, that God sees the front. He has always seen the front, and he is not finished with you. So friends and classmates, I leave you with 3 charges. First, do not be discouraged if your steps feel small and confusing right now. Move forward with hope that God's masterpiece is still being made and he will bring it to completion. Second, be a connector. You have been trained to see how things belong together. Now take that into the world. Refuse to let the threads stay separate. Third, and most importantly, walk the path of Christ. He is the ultimate masterpiece of God's redemptive plan. It is the most beautiful thread in the tapestry, and it is the one that holds all the rest together. Class of 2026, trust the process, trust the weaver, because the front of the tapestry that God is creating is so much more beautiful than you could ever imagine. Thank you.
Well, I feel redundant. My goodness, it's so inspirational, so beautiful.